Ever dream of dating Pokimane? Well, before you even waste another thought on trying to sweep her off her feet, you'd better start studying for her secret test.
If you're ever gonna go on a date with me, tune out right now, because I'm divulging secrets.
Poki is typically pretty hush-hush when it comes to her dating life, but she's recently revealed the one test someone has to pass on a first date. This came as a bit of a surprise for longtime fans, as Poki usually dodges any questions about her relationship status, preferring to keep that part of her life private. In the past, she's explained that it can be difficult to maintain a meaningful relationship when it's always in front of a camera, and she's mostly shut down the idea of dating a fan of her channel. Because of these concerns, fans pretty much never know if Pokimane is dating anyone. This desire for privacy can sometimes backfire for the Twitch superstar, however, as her fans have historically spent a good bit of time digging for information and theorizing about possible relationships, if not outright asking for her relationship status during her streams. Now she's explained that on the occasions when she does get out on a date off camera, there's a very important question she has to ask a potential suitor.
I'm gonna disappear for a month. Why? Because I feel like it.
Appropriately enough, this info was revealed during the first episode of Pokimane's new podcast series, Don't Tell Anyone with Pokimane. The show promises to use Pokimane's new platform to reveal the streamer's hottest takes and most embarrassing secrets, and it's definitely living up to that promise after just one episode, diving into conversations about topics that have previously been off limits on her Twitch channel. According to Pokimane, one of the most important things to figure out is whether the person she's seeing is going on a date with her to earn clout. This is apparently an issue she's run into on multiple occasions, which necessitated the need for a little social experiment.
The guys that I went on dates with, I wound up feeling like, oh my god, they just like the idea of dating Pokimane.
She admitted, quote, "They don't actually like me that much." According to Pokimane, it can raise a big red flag if the person she's seeing gets extremely invested in her after just a few days. If someone starts talking about marriage almost right away, it makes her super suspicious of their intentions. Making matters worse, Pokimane revealed that she once dated another person in the streamer industry, whom she did not name. And that person confirmed her suspicions when she playfully confronted him about liking the concept of dating Pokimane more than actually liking her as a person. So what did she do? She devised a test.
I'll just throw out the idea of like, yeah, I'm kind of thinking of retiring, and then I'll listen up real close. Like, what do you think?
Pokimane explained that a date's immediate response to the idea of her retirement will typically tell her everything she needs to know about whether or not they're actually on the date to get to know her. After Pokimane springs this question, if this person tells her that they'll support her retirement as long as it makes her feel better, then she knows that they're actually interested in Iman, the woman behind the streaming persona. However, she's seen at least one occasion where this question seemed to reveal the true reason for the date.
But one time I said that to a guy and he was so vehemently against it, and I thought that was kind of weird.
She explained that she told her prospective partner in question that she needed a mental health break. His response?
No, you can't. What if you lose everything you've built?
After he kept pushing the matter, she felt like he was much more invested in her career and status than in her well-being. As it turns out, this was the very same streamer she'd mentioned earlier in the podcast, who would later admit that he was more attracted to the idea of dating Pokimane than anything else.
You get what I'm saying? That is a bit of a red flag, and that red flag has come up. That's all I'm saying.
While this dating advice may not be applicable to everyone in her listening viewing audience, it may go a long way towards clearing up why Pokimane doesn't like to get into the details of her dating life very often. After this tidbit, however, fans may be even more excited to check out future episodes of the streamer's new podcast.